Hello, I am Rebecca Hemberger, and this is my infographic over the demographics of our local Conway Springs High School. And in this infographic, you will also see that I've compared the high school numbers to the district numbers and the state numbers as well for the 2022-2023 school year. All of this information comes directly from the Kansas State Department of Education, and all of it from 2022-2023. So to start off with, in the purple over here, we have our ratio of female to male students. And you can see that the numbers from the high school to the district to the state are really pretty similar. It's almost an even split. No big changes there. In the blue, we have our percentage of students who are white. Now, Conway Springs and its surrounding district, it is a very rural community. So we see a big difference between the high school, the district, and the state, with there being a majority of white students all across the board, really, but that state percentage is much lower than it is in the high school and the district. Next, we have our students who are economically disadvantaged and fall below that poverty line. In the high school of Conway Springs, there's about a quarter of the students, so 27.5%. We see a little jump overall in the district, and then even more of a jump as we get into the state levels, nearing almost half of the whole student population. Next, we have our percentage of high schoolers who are migrants. And in the district and the high school, we have 0% migrant status, whereas in the state we have 0.8%. So really not that big of a difference across the district and the state. And that corresponds very well with our percentage of students who are English language learners here in the yellow, with 0 being in the high school, 0 being in the district. However, in the state, we do see quite a jump to almost 10% here. Next, we have students who are registered with the schools as having a disability. In the high school, we have 14.8%, whereas overall in the district, we have a higher percentage of 20%. And now our district, it is 2 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school. So while our high school number is low here, with the increased district percentage, that should tell us that we will be seeing an increase of students with disabilities in the high school in the future years. But overall, comparison to the state, not that different. Next, we have our percentage of high schoolers from Conway Springs who graduated last year, which was 97%, which was higher than the state average of 88.1%. And then finally, we have our last statistic here, which is our percentage of teachers who are fully licensed in our high school. So that's 92% in the high school, which is higher than the district, but not that much different than the state. It's actually lower than the state of 95%. So overall, this is the demographics of our local high school of Conway Springs.